Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's up, guys? So we have the data download for JP that just happened for the upcoming World Tournament, and it looks like we do have information on some of the TURs as well as the World Tournament reward, which is Mecha Frieza at this point. So just wanted to cover the information regarding those falling units. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, the information here is from Datago4 over on Twitter. He runs a site that's very, very helpful in terms of compilation of all the data, so definitely appreciate the input for that. So we'll start off with the Super Agility Vegito unit. So again, this is one of those previous World Tournament reward units, and with the TUR, it looks like quite a bit of an upgrade. So along with, the TEQ base form Vegito, this is probably a very good option. This is almost what the TUR state, a much better option versus the TEQ version. So with the TUR state, you're looking at a leader skill of agility type key plus 2 HP attack and defense increase of 70%. And then for the super attack, it's causes supreme damage and for 1 turn increases or raises allies attack for 25%. And then for the passive, it's actually pretty good. Attack and defense increase of 120%. And when attacking first, key plus 2 additional attack and defense increase of 120%. Great chance to evade enemies' attack. And then super type allies get attack and defense increase of 30%. For the categories, you have Majin Buu Saga, Potara, and Last Resort. So for those 3 categories, this unit could actually be a very, very good support unit. Of course, it's a little bit restricted to the first slot position in terms of the first attacker in order to maximize the passive of the key plus 2 attack and defense increase of 120%, along with the great chance, which is the equivalent of a 70% chance of evading enemy attacks. But along with that, you also get allies attack and defense boost of 30% as well. On top of that, of course, in the best case scenario, this unit would be the first guy attacking. So of course, the other 2 units on the rotation would benefit from the 25% toward attack for every super attack. So it's quite a bit of a impressive skill set, to say the least. Realistically speaking, would you run this guy on a pretty frequent basis? It ultimately depends on your deck, but the beneficial value that this unit would bring for some of the other units on the team could be quite substantial, depending on how you play your team. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the Hachan or Android 8 unit. Looks like with the TUR, it's leader skill, strength type, key plus 2, HP attack and defense increase of 70%. For the super attack, it's causes supreme damage, reduces enemies attack and defense, and medium chance to stun the enemy. So, great potential skill sets for, like the Super Battle Road setting, maybe, potentially a Dragon Ball Saga setup as well. But again, ultimately, I think this one really depends on the link sets. I don't think it's the best of what's out there in terms of feasibility of bringing in whatever units you want, like some of the Super Saiyan units that all link up well together, stuff like that of that nature. But again, pretty decent skill sets from the super attack. And then for the passive skill, upon receiving attack for 3 turns, attack increase of 150%, effectively guard, and for every attack received, reduces damage taken by 8%, up to a max of 40%. And then if there's a Goku's family category ally, attack and defense increase of 120%. So in terms of linking this guy up, obviously the Kid Goku unit would be the best unit to pair this guy up with in terms of the the rotation and team itself to get the additional attack and defense increase of 120%. For the categories, it's Dragon Ball Saga, Androids, and Explosion of Anger. So 3 certainly pretty solid categories with this guy falling into. The only thing, like I said, is the link set for this unit might not necessarily be the best of links for some of the other units or components of the team build, but overall this is a pretty substantial and worthwhile upgrade. Alright, last but not least, this is the World Tournament reward. So it's the Extreme TEQ Mecha Frieza unit. Looks like this is going to be For the leader skill, extreme tech types, key +2, HP attack and defense increase of 70%. And then for the super attack, causes supreme damage and reduces attack. For the passive skill, looks to be more or less a supporting type unit, similar to like the Strength Goku Black and so on. Attack and defense increases 70%. And basically, Jishin no Hokani is you know, outside of self. Okay, so basically excluding self, if there is a wicked bloodline category ally on the rotation, additional attack and defense increase of 50%. And then the revenge category allies get a 20% increase toward attack and 10% boost toward defense. That's what it looks like. Initially, when I was reading through this, I thought the wicked bloodline criteria was to benefit the allies themselves, but based on what I'm seeing, it looks like it's a boost of 50% toward attack and defense to the unit himself. So that's pretty much how that's set up. Again, a lot of categories overlap between the wicked bloodline and revenge categories, so you should be able to build a pretty solid team around this unit as well. In terms of categories, it's Resurrected Warriors, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Android Cell Saga, Conquest of Terror, Target Goku, Revenge, and the, what was it, whatever villains, the one with the LR Nappa and Vegeta leader skill. So I think that pretty much wraps up all the stuff. Of course, this is the LR UI Goku, but we've already talked about that before. So in terms of like the data download information regarding units, looks like this is pretty much the extent of it. So I think a lot of people wanted the agility Vegito unit to Dokkan Awaken, so that's certainly a good thing. And you know, Mecha Frieza, Android 8 are pretty solid units as well, so we'll keep it at that. Just wanted to keep it as concise as possible, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.